Okay, back with Rimworld finally once again. And last time we had a minor massive explosion. It, it's fine. It's just 16 walls that are broken. We can fix that, and a single steel trap. That's fine. We'll be fine. Uh, it's worth it just to be able to use laser eyes. But we do need to fix it kind of soon, because if we don't, they'll be able to escape and take a little bit less bear traps. But yeah, it did completely solve the mechanoid invasion, so can't argue with results. Now, right now, Harry, I never actually started the superpower on him, which is just wonderful. I'm so smart. Anyway. But my hope is for today for everyone to get at least one power that is decent. Or at least useful. It doesn't have to be the best thing. I did want Gary to become our hacker, what with the fact that he has 20 in hacking, which... I know that technically... So the thing is, there is a superpower you can get that makes all hacking instant. And in that situation, he doesn't need a hacking expertise. Because it's instant, and hacking expertise just makes it faster. But at the same time, it's also more of just a sunk cost kind of situation. If I give it to someone else, then his expertise in hacking is useless. So I don't really want anyone else to have it. I want him to have it. Although, frankly, I should probably have given him his power first, so that way I knew if he did or didn't get it. So that way, if he didn't get it, I could give it to someone else. Because it's better to have someone have it and have him waste his expertise than for no one to have it, but oh well. Hey, Duca. Sorry about, dropping out in the middle of that conversation we were having. I just tried to be on time for my streams, and I realized I was almost late. I was like, oh, crap. it's noon! I'll be sure to reply after stream, because I know you did type a lot, and I'm not trying to, ignore you or anything. So we do have this Persona Mono Sword here to give back to Sherry. Thank goodness it's a free wielder one. Unlike the one Ceres got, which is still an interesting one. We are going to have to make sure she every now and then goes out to kill people, and she can't use her laser eye. She has to use the weapon for it, so let's, remember that. Matter of fact, here's something to kill. Here you go, sword. Okay, I wasn't expecting her to just instantly kill it, but you know what? That works for me. Thank you! Hey, that's fine, Duca. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't stream under the impression that people, have to tune in or anything like that. I'm not that narcissistic as to think that, people need to tune in. Do what you want to do and what you can do. So if you can't tune in until the end of stream, or even if you can't tune in at all, that's fine. Whatever. I am coming down with something, yeah. I've just started getting it. I have a very slight stuffed nose, so, yeah, I very slightly sick, but it's very minor. Couldn't have come at a worse time, too, because I have to go to a, family... I have to go to a funeral on Friday. It's not someone I knew very well personally, so I'm not, emotionally affected. But point is, a lot of people are going to be there, and it's probably not great for me to be sick and going there. But at the same time, I don't really want to not go to the funeral, because that's very rude. And yeah, I don't think it's anything serious, because like I said, it's very minor, and usually the more serious sicknesses I get hit me as hard as possible right off the bat, and then they cool down afterwards. They don't build up and then build down unless they're really weak. Yeah, thank goodness I don't have to give a speech. Ugh. But yeah, no, like I said, I didn't really know that it's... So, here's the thing. I'll say this real quick before you have to go. I have a stepfather, because my mom remarried after my parents got divorced. It's my stepfather's grandmother. So, not even related to me at all, first of all. Second of all, not exactly close. Plus, she's 103 years old when she passed. Like, she had this coming. Not in a mean way, but, like, she wasn't gonna live very long anymore. Like, when she got hospitalized, everyone was like, oh, she's dying. And then, yeah, she died in less than a day. A 103-year-old goes into the hospital with a bunch of symptoms. No. Everyone knew she was gonna die by the time she was in the hospital. But yeah, no, I'm not emotionally invested in her at all. I mean, I feel sad in the sense that, like, I mean, it's not great that when people die, no matter who they are. But, like, yeah, like you said, 103 it's an old age to live to. At that point, you can't really be too sad because, like, come on, you got 103 years out of this person. Can you really sit here and be that depressed about asking for even more? Like, I understand if someone dies in their 50s that you'd want more time with them, but when they're 103, like, yeah, it's sad that they're gone, but come on, let them rest. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, my own great-grandmother, like, an actual blood relative of mine on my father's side, my dad's mom's mom, I was around for her death, and she had, I believe, just hit 100, or she was about to hit 100 when she died. I can't remember, I was younger. But, like, they have so much experience in life. They also tend to not be all there mentally because, holy shit, 100 years on this earth, I wouldn't be here mentally either. I've been here for 23 years and I'm barely here mentally. But yeah, no. Like I said, probably not ideal going to a funeral with a cold, but, like, I'm not gonna not go to the funeral. That's just really rude. Even though she's not related to me by blood. Like, come on. Yeah, exactly. Although, to be fair, Michael Jackson passed away not that long ago. I wouldn't put that on par with the Titanic. Michael Jackson... his death was a lot more recent. Because I was around to remember him dying, being on the news. I was 8. Like, I just think it's funny. You name the Titanic something that happened way before I was born. Like, the movie came out near when I was born. And then you're like, and Michael Jackson dying. And I'm just like, I remember that happening. Anyway, but, yeah, like I said, though, if you aren't able to tune in at all because you're going to the store, don't feel bad about that. Hey, I remembered Beyblades too, except I was more of a Bakugan kid. Beyblades are neat, I guess, but Bakugan was the shit. And Cars, I was okay with the movie. It wasn't something I really liked or really disliked. It was just a movie. Is this Aerofleet gel good for anything? Decent insulator, that's it. Okay, well, it sucks then. Oh, I used to have a ton of Bakugan. I did end up selling them when I grew up because I never really used them much. But I had, like, multiple cases. Like, there were these little Bakugan cases you could buy in the store. I had cases of Bakugan. I had probably damn near 100 different Bakugan, and all of them were different. There were no copies. I had, like, the pyramid-shaped ones, I had the regular spherical ones, I had, like, the weird ovoid, like, egg-shaped ones, I had some cubes, I had a whole bunch of the cards. Oh my gosh, I had, like, a stack of cards, like, yay big. Oh, I loved Bakugan. I had the video game for the fucking DS. I loved Bakugan. That was my shit as a kid. Like, everyone else had, like, Pokemon. I didn't have Pokemon. I loved Bakugan. I played one Pokemon game, and while I did enjoy it, that was it. I tried a different Pokemon game, and I'm like, it's not that. It's not really for me. The first one I played, which was Pokemon Black, I was like, yeah, this one's good. And I tried Pokemon Pearl, and I'm just like, it's not as good as Bakugan. So, a lot of people here didn't know the rules just because it was a bit difficult for a children's game, but because I was A, a nerd, and B, so in love with Bakugan, I actually did know the rules. And basically, the hardcover cards are the ones that you would play on the field, and then you would roll the Bakugan onto, because they had a magnet in them. That's why they were hard. Those were basically, like, land cards. You know, those are the things you roll it onto. And then the soft ones are, like, effect cards that you'd play to, like, change the stats of different things and stuff like that. I never played Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know if I think I had, like, a single pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards someone gifted me as a kid because they saw I liked Bakugan and thought I'd like Yu-Gi-Oh! I looked at them and I'm like, this isn't Bakugan! Like, I don't know what to do with this. I think I kept them just because, like, I mean, I'm not gonna throw them away, but, like, I had no idea what to do with them, so I was like, I don't know. It's not Bakugan. This lets you draw 3 cards. Isn't drawing cards, like, insanely strong in Yu-Gi-Oh? Again, I've never played it, but I'm pretty sure it's, like, insanely good to be able to do that. 900 bear skin. I wonder if I could get enough bears for that. I wonder if there's any bears here. No, but there's 3 Triceratops. I mean, I played Magic the Gathering a little bit, so, like, I get, like, the concept of the graveyard kind of thing. But, like, I'm just talking, like, I never played Yu-Gi-Oh! Specifically. I just know a little, very little bit of it. Okay, man, have a good one. See you, man. And if you're not able to tune in today, then maybe see you tomorrow. If not, I'll still message you later today to respond to the arcane stuff. So, see you, though. Have a good day. Okay, so how many marine armors do we have? 5. We need a 6th one so that everyone can swap to marine. Although it will slow them all down. We need to just go to recon armor. We can just sell these marine armors, honestly. Oh. Okay, invisibility isn't that great. However, promising candidate is ludicrously good. We do need to instantly get rid of that, now. We don't want him blind. But no, look at that. It always a 0% chance of failure. That is so good. Okay, Harry becoming a promising candidate. The only one that would have been better than that would have been, like, Sari. But that means Harry can also become an ultra superhuman. Forget giving these powers to other people. Harry is getting all the rest of the super nanites that we can pump into his ass. If we need to use all of them so that we can also get rid of his negative traits, so be it. I will be spending every single thing on upgrading him. That is literally the best thing we could get, because it just makes it so that it has a 100% chance of success. Honestly, wow, I was not expecting that. I am really happy about that. I'm also happy because I didn't save, because I didn't realize it was about to finish, and I could have gotten some real doo-doo stinkers. Okay, so Schwartz left the map. Hopefully he gives me something nice as a reward. Considering it's green already, I don't know if that means he won't, or what. Now, we do have a worshipful village to deal with, so why don't I go ahead and have Sari go do that once she's started shredding this mechanoid, or finished shredding this mechanoid, rather. I think she can do this alone. If not, I can send 2 people in the aerial Eddy Bomber and just wipe them out. Marine armor, cool. Now let's work on recon armor. Oh wait, we already have recon armor research. We'll work on cataphract armor. That's the thing I want to do, because I want cataphract helmets. There's no reason to not use a cataphract helmet. They don't slow you down whatsoever. So ideally, everyone gets a cataphract helmet, and then recon armor probably is what we're gonna go with. I know recon isn't as strong as marine armor, but the speed boost you get from it is just... it's worth it. It's so worth it. Movement speed in this game is genuinely the best stat. Like, tanking shit doesn't matter because your armor will break. So, while it is nice to be able to tank stuff, it's better to just be able to close the distance faster so you don't need to tank as much stuff. Okay, let's see here. How can we group them up as well as possible? Well, they're pretty much grouped up. Okay, that only hit two of them somehow. Let's just run away until the laser eyes are back up. I don't think it'll matter. We'll be fine. Oh, I don't want to run up towards the helicopter. I don't want them coming towards the helicopter. They're going towards the helicopter anyway. Oh, what was that sound? Did that actually, like, damage her? I don't think it did. She is getting slowed down by getting shot, which sucks. Let's just hide behind this for a moment. Give her some cover. She's got the shield belt. Gets them distracted for a little bit. Now let's run around the building. If they start attacking the helicopter, I'm just going to have to go in there and deal with it. We can use that as a chance to, like, cull their numbers a little bit. And then just back off. See, oh, we're all fine, we're all fine. Sari did take a single crack to her leg, which of course it had to hit her leg so she's less fast. But now we can just do that. We've just instantly killed 5 people, or 4 people rather, one of them was already dead. This person over here that she hit once is actually not that badly injured. But now we can just make him run away by killing a couple more. Get some cover while we're at it. This way they aren't attacking me. Thank you, autosave. I don't really need you right now, but thanks. Honestly, why don't you just tend to yourself while you wait for them to come up? I don't think she's going to get it done in time, but nah, she won't. Crossbow is definitely a scary person. Oh, they aren't going to run away. You know what? I respect it. I respect it. They didn't want to leave me to their village. Sunflower seeds, by the way. Garnishes are ingredients. Or just eaten as snacks. I don't think I care that much. It's just sunflower seeds. They don't seem that useful. Also, supercar wreck. I really don't care. Okay. Simple little mission. Sari will be healed in no time because she heals so fucking fast because she got the super healing gene. Guys, you're a little late. We're gonna stop you! More are on the way, too! Buddy, I'm already in the helicopter flying away. You guys have nothing you can do. See? Oh well, they tried to save their people that were already dead, I guess. You gotta respect that, I guess. Okay, we got the fire extinguishers made. Did I already accept that quest? Did I already do that quest? Oh, I did. Whoops. 4 colonists, I'll do that one in a moment. There is one other thing I want to do over here. I'm going to stop making Centurion armor and Centurion helmets. We're going to start making... Where... Oh, down here. We're going to start making recon armor. I am going to make 6. That way, no, we'll do 7. That way Sari can get one too. Sari, eventually she won't use recon armor, but we can always sell it. So we'll make it. We have the resources for it, honestly. So we'll make 7 recon armors. And then helmet-wise, we'll do cataphract, but I'm going to wait to do that until we can. And in that situation, we will make 2 prestige ones. Matter of fact, I make prestige recon armor instead. Yeah. Harry and Sari both being psychic means I do want them wearing prestige armor. Cool, she's gonna refuel the pod. Why? Oh, are you serious? I don't know why those weren't considered in the home area. Anyway, While Harry's in the pod, we can still honestly send 4 people for this quest. I feel like Sari alone could probably complete it, but we gotta send 4. You literally can't send any less. So we'll send Sherry, Sari, Barry, and Jerry. Everyone get in. Last one of the party is Barry. Wow, that is a far distance they are taking us. Wow. Well, this isn't good. Did the game crash? I'm gonna give it a couple moments before I restart it. Okay, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. I was really concerned there. Oh, it is lagging a lot, though. I'm not liking that. That is concerning. It's definitely from all the mods. Like, I go a bit too wild with the mods. I'm gonna break open doors rather than just opening them. Oh gosh, it's frame dropping constantly. This is not good. Yeah, anytime I like change time, it seems to be oh, it's not even when I change time, it's just constantly drop. Okay, we're not breaking doors. We're doing this fast. Okay, I should have brought Gary for his hacking, but I didn't because I'm a moron. I'll have Jerry do the hacking because at least he's not very good in combat, so that gives him something to do. Infestation right here. And over here. Guess if we break this, she can stand here and save both doors. Okay, we're actually going to have her stand there. Oh, area revealed. Thank you for opening that up for me. Let's actually just work this way. Have Jerry stand there. Oh, we'll have Jerry go behind. No, we won't. We'll have... Oh, they're just leaving. Why? Okay, Sherry, go hunt them down. We'll have Barry help with his gun. I can't see them. Oh! Oh my, there's more. Oh, there's also an Arthropleura there. Go for it, Sherry. Jerry, you need to run. Oh, why did he have to go back when I did that? Oh, Barry's getting attacked by the Arthropleura. Come on, kill it, kill it, kill it. Okay, go back in here to hacking. Tend to yourself. And tend to yourself. Well, they are running away. This little Mega Scarab. Okay, just tend to yourself. Let the Mega Scarab run away if it wants to. See, that even brought it back. Attacking this nest. I'm glad I did that. There we go. Barry, why don't you go ahead and start helping with hacking these? Oh, that's not ideal. Okay, Sari, why don't you make that not molten in there? Actually, I need to back off just in case. Fucking Mega Scorpion all of a sudden. Where did that come from? Are there any other creatures I need to worry about? Doesn't look like it. There we go. Okay. That was a bit concerning, but we're fine now. Everything's fine now. Sherry's just patching up some bruises she's got. She can lay down now. Actually, she should help with hacking. That'll speed things up considerably. Let's just hack everything in here that we can. Let's go ahead and claim all these so I can hold them all open. Make things faster. Okay, yeah, nothing in here. Some silver, some luciferium, some uranium, some gasoline, and some medicine. The only thing out of those I care about is the luciferium. The rest, who cares? Now everyone get in the shuttle. They'll provide the free medical treatment for the one person who still needs it, Sherry. He's still got a day until the blindness is removed. Yeah, easily completed that quest. Let's save that because I did not like how much it was lagging, and I'd really rather not have to hope it doesn't do it again. So, Sherry, how well did they treat your wounds? About as well as you could have done to yourself, I guess. Anyway, how's the recon armor coming along? Because that is something Jerry crafts. What am I? I should have really sent Gary instead of Jerry. Gary could have been working on crafting, or Jerry, I mean, could have been working on crafting. Okay, we still need to deal with that. A matter of fact, let's change the research. Let's just change it to that, because honestly, We need to get rid of these fucking massive amount of waste packs. So we do have hidden gas that leads up to here. So here is where I plan to put the gas launchers. But we might need more gas production. How much do we produce? That, Oh, no, we have a lot of gas. Okay, we're fine. So yeah, I'll use the gas pod launchers so that we don't have to waste anything on fuel. No. Should have specified that to you, Mary. My bad. Shouldn't have made you waste your time. I just realized Jerry and Mary are the two crafters, and they were married. Now they're not, but they were married. Sherry. No. Euthanize, yeah. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna install an IUD in both of them. Oh, cool, it'll automatically terminate it for me. Thanks. Mary, I know you're not in a situation where you need one anymore, but you're getting one too. $14 hours. Never mind. You're not getting one yet. You can perform this one though. There you go. I guess Sari could also do some doctoring. This is a relatively low-risk procedure. You know what? Yeah, let's have Sari do it. Practice her medical skill by implanting an IUD in her mother. That's a normal thing to do. Hey, it worked and she leveled up. Would you look at that? Gave Sari some medical practice. And now both of them have an implanted IUD. If at any point I change my mind, I can just remove IUD. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. I kind of forgot that this isn't, like, real life where there's actually, like, theoretical ramifications to doing an IUD that, like, I don't know. For some reason in my head, I thought that there was a chance that by putting in an IUD it would cause some kind of problem. I don't know why I thought that. Also, Sari, oh, this helmet's low durability, that's why. I was gonna say, why are you not wearing a cataphract helmet? And then I remembered, it's low durability. We need to, maybe we should research the mending bench. That could be pretty good. Or do we even need to research it? Because we might be able to buy one through a contract. That'd be kind of overpowered if we can, but let's see. Or it's 1,000, so I'm willing to pay 200% markup because this is quite a good item to have. That would give Sari something to practice her psychic powers on, and would also mean that we'd no longer have to destroy any armor when it gets bad. Pretty good, honestly. Eight more hours until Harry is no longer blind. Such a fun little thing that we have to deal with here, huh? Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to get a contract for. Can't believe I forgot. This one I'm actually really hoping to get. So I'm going to make a very high contract for that. Enchant quality in base, well, it's modded, but in the base version of the mod is actually, it's decent, but I have a secondary mod that makes it actually worthwhile, which is basically, normally in the mod, you can only upgrade things up to, I think, excellent quality through enchanting, and while excellent quality items are nothing to sniff at, I got a thing that means that you can actually upgrade them all the way up to legendary. Now, this does require high psychic sensitivity, but nonetheless, that's still absolutely worth it. Okay, we're gonna have 4 pods. Kind of wish that I could put this door in a different place, so that way we could... Sari! It's time for your... Oh, fucking really? Thanks. Actually, we'll let her build the roof and or we'll have her haul these. Can't believe they just do that. Why do they just drop shit into my buildings? Okay. Now we forbid them here so that they don't get moved. Success. Harry's no longer blind. Go back in that pod. She's got a lot of stuff to haul, but once she's finished, we're going to have Sari start upping her melee capabilities. Well, we'll let her relax socially first, get her recreation up, but then we will. Okay. Let's finally get her better than her mom at melee combat. Dueling is always just the best one to get. Look at that. 20 in melee, 18 in dueling. Wow. Just wow. Now, here's the thing. I said this before. I'm going to make it so that Sari can't forget. Actually, I don't need dev mode for this. Do I? I'm not sure. I guess I could, you know, is there a, okay, great memory isn't what I was hoping for. I want to make it so that she doesn't ever lose. You know what, we could give her a critical passion in melee. That'll work. That way she never forgets. Her forgetting speed will hit 0. It does slow down all of her other learning, which kind of sucks. I really wish that that's not how critical passion worked. But it's nothing much I can do. It just... It sucks, but that's going to really drastically decrease her learning with everything else. But at least now she never forgets melee. And that's the whole reason I wanted to do it, is just that she doesn't forget. I don't want to use a mod that makes it so that everyone doesn't forget things. I just think Sari shouldn't, because Sari is a super soldier. She is meant to be insanely strong, so I gave her that. That is me making Sari overpowered. The whole point of this run was to make Sari as overpowered as possible. So I'm cheating in that situation just because I wish I could give her a perfect memory, but I can't. I wish there was an implant for that. An implant that made it so that you never lost memory would be insanely good. Okay, let's start building up some transport pods to get rid of all these fucking toxic waste packs, shall we? I guess Sari would rather be hauling things than constructing. I don't know why. She just really likes hauling things. Okay. We'll pretend like that makes sense. Why did none of these have the... I thought I dragged it up to max. I was gonna say, they all were like slightly under the max. Okay, now let's load this launch group of entirely just waste packs. Why are these 15 different? Well, we'll include those 15 so it becomes 1 stack. Now, we can't do all of it in this one group, and I didn't expect to be able to do all of it in one group. I would have liked it, but I didn't expect it. Now, where are we going to launch these? Because the thing is, no one likes having trash delivered to them. Now, from our base, there is an area over here that I don't think anyone would care about. It's out in the middle of the ocean, so maybe we could send it out there and no one will care. Threat pods. No. This isn't worth it. That's not even slightly worth it as a quest. Even, like, no. Even if it was worth it, threat pods is terrifying to see because it's mechanoids. Like, at least I have laser eyes, but when there's not even good quest rewards, I'm not gonna risk my colony over it. So, Harry, how long until you're done? A day and 16 hours. Oh well, it'll take a bit of time, but he's getting there. I can't remember, what are all of Sari's powers she got? So she got the super regeneration. She got assassin and super strength, which is insanely strong. The laser eyes, which is strong, and bulletproof skin. So yeah, she's just all for combat. I don't really care about any of these. None of those rewards were really worth it. Why did they become unavailable? Let's just hold that open for a moment. Let's not, actually. That's letting all the cold air out. Not ready for launch. Loading is still in progress. Can you please keep loading these then? Since Sari has such a good carry weight, you'd think she could carry more than a stack at a time, but I guess not. Transport pod loading is complete. Can I load any more in here? No, it's at 600 out of 600. Okay. Out here, there's a whole bunch of pollution already. Oh, you can't send it into the middle of the ocean? Well, that's, oh, shit. Because the Herba is right here and here. Oh, that drastically decreases my location options. Let's save it before we piss someone off. Because I'm willing to bet this is going to piss someone off. Now, I don't care about pissing you off, so why don't we send it right there? Delivery! Okay, good. It just angers the people who are already at a permanent minus 100. So I don't care. Now I know where to launch it from now on. I just hope they don't launch their own at me, because if they do, that'll kind of suck. I have my trap room set up for if they send a raid out of anger. It is impids too, so they're... I don't think impids are very good in combat, so they'll take a whole bunch of damage from the traps, and... I mean, they're not exactly genies who would instantly die, but still. Or at least instantly go down. Whoa, lag for a moment there. Frame drops. Well, we can load another 100. This is gonna take... Oh my gosh, it's gonna take 4 more loads. It's just gonna take so many loads. Well, I guess we just take our time. We just be patient and hope. It might be worth getting a second wooden art bench. Now that's a contract I am happy to see. So what is her sensitivity looking like right now? 140%? That's pretty good. Let's see how much she can mend the cataphract helmet. Where's the cataphract helmet? Am I blind? Yes. Yes, I am. So it's at 14%. So 26. Could be better. There we go, though. It didn't take too long. And we'll have her repair her shield belt as well. But first, you are swapping out of the marine helmet and going to that cataphract helmet, buddy. She doesn't want to take off her shield belt yet. Okay, you know what? Actually, she mends quite a lot. The only problem is just that cataphract armor has such a high durability amount that it actually made it seem like it wasn't a lot. But she just took that from like about 50% to 89%. That's almost a 40% increase on something as simple as a shield belt. So it basically heals about around 40 durability, which is actually really good. I was just using it on something that was high cost already. So yeah, now Sari is... she's real strong. She's got a cataphract helmet now. And now we don't have to worry about durability loss. Obviously it takes Psi Focus to deal with these, but I can just have her spend all her Psi Focus on constantly repairing shit. And in doing so, we don't need to worry about mending things. As long as she's around, we'll just be fine. Now we need more exoskeleton frames as well. Those are insanely good. I genuinely don't know how they're supposed to be balanced, because it just counts as equipment that takes up its own type of slot, the utility in the torso, but it gives plus 5% to work speed, and move speed and carrying capacity are both bonused as well. Provisional colonists, 3 colonists for a month in exchange for a bunch of bullshit I don't need. No. Let's have this party to celebrate saying no to that dumbass. 'Cause, yikes. Harry, how long? 12 hours. Okay, doing well then. Once Sari finishes with this party, she can regain enough Psi Focus to repair her gear some more. I think just the marine armor she's wearing really needs it. What? I was gonna say, why is it not letting me? Yeah, that's not very much repair on armor. Basically, when she's repairing something other than armor, she doesn't repair it by a lot. Now, I'm going to actually change her to wearing... Actually, no, because we only made the regular recon armor. We didn't make the prestige yet. Shit. Whoops. Ooh, someone fell from the sky. Oh, insatiable workaholic body purist. Actually, I don't really want to waste medicine on him. There's a lot to be cleaned in there. Oh, and now we can make cataphract helmets. Woohoo! We could do our own shield production, but we have enough of those, so we don't really need that. What about Vanilla Expanded? Anything good here? I mean, this is where I could get the mending stations, which... I could have just done that, right? And not needed the Psi Focus, but that actually helps her train her psychic sensitivity, because psychic... meditating regains psychic sensitivity, but also increases her XP gain. So I honestly prefer that. It's actually better to do it that way. What about a sprinkler? Speeding up the growth of the wheat could be very nice. Now, Sari, for some reason, is not putting back on her marine armor, but I don't really care that much. Okay, hang on. Before you do that, you're gonna actually... Why are you making recon armor? Make the prestige recon armor. Are we out of gold? Is that the issue? We're totally out of gold. No, wait, we're not. Oh, I forgot. You need LTEX for prestige shit in this mod pack. Oh, that makes things more difficult. Mary. Okay, so we can buy LTEX. Let me check how much I actually need. Regular cataphract helmets. Let's see. We need 2 LTEX for the helmets, and okay, so 4 total LTEX. That's slightly annoying. Is LTEX that expensive? Oh my gosh, no, it's not. Yeah, I tell you what, 500 times markup. I want this shit now. I want it yesterday. I thought that was someone buying it already. I'm like, damn, that was even faster than I expected. Spacer furniture could be nice. The advanced beds do increase some stats, but I don't know. Do I want to do that, or... Huh. None of those seem that useful. Let's... We're gonna need that eventually. Actually, no. Let's go down the bionics path. What am I thinking? I never did finish that. That's not what I expected to see pop up, but you know what? I'm fine with it. Well, now she can enchant quality as well. That's especially good for the lower tier equipment she might have. She's only got a normal shield belt, for example. We could up that possibly. She can bring it up to excellent quality. Yeah, that'd be really nice. But she does need more Psi Focus first, so we'll let her regain Psi Focus. But yeah, no, an excellent quality shield belt would give her a lot more time to spare before that would matter. Stop it, Mary. Oh! Martial Artist or Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis doesn't seem that good. Martial Artist... That's really good. Sickly, though. Well, we'll cure it. We are gonna run out of fuel at this rate. He only has enough for 2 more things, assuming both give him bad traits that need removed. So, not ideal. If we find another vault, we can work on that. Also, I never did launch these. Whoops. I kind of forgot. Oh no, they're angry. Also, the pollution has increased by 5%. Right now it's only at 10%, but that's going to be up to about, like, almost 25% by the time I'm done. It's going to be like 20% and some change. Just really polluting their homeland as much as I can. I'm not doing it directly on their town because I'm afraid that that was going to be worse than doing it next to them. I thought doing it next to them might make them a little less unhappy than doing it right on top of them, but it seems like they don't like me either way, but I may as well just make that one tile really, really bad. Just because I can. Also, can I make exoskeleton suits? I can. Okay, we have 2, and I need a total of 6. I technically need a total of 7, but Sari already has one. And we're not counting that in the 2 that I said we have, so, you know. Sari, why aren't you gaining psi focus? Weird. Taking their time to build up these transport pods, I see. About this close to saying Mary can't craft anything. I like her for crafting simple stuff, not the expensive things. Okay, rib replacements will be pretty nice to have. Okay, all of them already have the materials delivered, just was making sure. That way, if any of them needed more delivered, I could have someone else deliver it while she was building it. She's just reading out Weaver's Testament. Okay. Let's load even more waste packs. Still got on 134 left after these are loaded in, which is a whole almost 1.5 more. It's gonna take so fucking long. Mary, I need you hauling. Help with this. And we'll just hold this door open. Things will rot a little bit, but who cares? Okay. Launch this right back over to this same spot, polluted as much as fucking possible. Jerry, can you clean this massively garbage-infested room? Like, holy shit. At least we are finally putting a massive dent in the amount of fucking waste packs we've got here. We went from, like, fucking almost 500 down to 134. Really clearing it out, giving us a lot more space to work with. I think we should do a ferry, by the way. Never mind. Harry isn't able to join us, so I will wait. I want to make everyone a little bit happier, and that will work to make everyone a little happier. Oh, why did it freeze? Is it a raid? Yeah. Yeah, it's a raid. I earned this. We should be fine. A good amount of them are going to get wiped out by the bear traps. And this ancient point defense turret will help too. You can tell who's nimble. Yeah, not as many got wiped out by those traps as I expected. Oh, still got hit by one trap, didn't we, huh? Got it through most of that with unscathed, but you just got to have to hit one before you get super slowed down. Oh, good, fire. Oh, good, fire. Oh, wonderful, fire. I knew they were impids, but this is still a bit ludicrous with the amount of fire they can send out. It's the only thing I really hate about impids is that because fire is so overpowered, it just... Like, look at that. Every single one of them can send out fire. Okay, we're reloading the save because fucking impids and their dumbass we can have a million different people who shoot fire. Ugh. I need fire immunity in some way. Like, fire foam packs. Yeah, you know what? That would be a thing to bring over. Would be a fire foam popper. Pop that on top of Sari and she can just keep fighting. I also popped that laser cherry a bit too early, I think. I need to get them grouped up better if I'm going to do something like that. Oh, I can't... Okay, I was going to say, I can't make one, can I? Yeah, I can. Did Cherry just decide not to do it, or was she just really fucking far away or something? What the hell? Took her a while. Looks like the nimble one might have hit a trap early this time, because nowhere near the front. Okay, she's just not able to stop being on fire. I was hoping that would make her stop, but it's... Oh my goodness. I fucking... Okay, I loathe, and I mean loathe, impids. Because they're useless in a colony. They're so annoying as raiders, though. Like, it's a simultaneous combo of... You're damned if you have them, and you're damned if you're fighting them. Because they're only good for fucking raids. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fucking fire foam pop her. Myself. Like that. How long does that last? Doesn't say. Already wore off. Okay. Then here's what I'm gonna do. I'm definitely gonna build a fire foam popper here later. But here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna fucking fire foam pop at her the moment that they get close. And just get yourselves killed on my traps, or at least injured. There. Immune to fire, bitch. Why did she move? There! How'd you fucking like them apples? And I'll just fucking re-extinguish in case she catches on fire again. What are they trying to break? Oh, just fucking get out of my house. Look, all of these doors I will open for you. Just get out. Where are they fucking hitting now? Okay. Now I know. We need fire foam poppers over here, apparently. I'll keep him a bit further away, though. Hang on, was that close enough to actually... Okay, yeah, that was. There, all of you go ahead out. I left the fucking doors open for you since you want to walk in such weird ways. Everyone leave. Everyone get the fuck out. Ugh. There's this slow ass. And their wounds. They're succumbing to their wounds before they even escape. You could have treated yourself. I wasn't even coming to kill you guys. Like, I was just letting you leave. Because I couldn't care less. Well, that was fine, I guess. I really do hate impids, though. I wish they just didn't exist there. It feels like the only one of the batch that really doesn't mesh with the other xenoforms. Xeno whatevers. Because, like, it's also the only one that added a breath item. And... Fire foam, yeah. I just feel like that doesn't really fit the aesthetic of the xenotypes. That was the term. All the other ones, it's just like, hey, these people were bioengineered to act a certain way, right? But why would you need fire breath? Like, who's bioengineering fucking fire breath into people? That just seems stupid. Like, even if you want to make the argument it was for war, well, if it was for war, why did they give them bad melee skills? It was the entire idea to make fast people who can shoot and then use fire to escape, which is all they're good at. It is something they're good at. But if that's the point, why not just use a hussar? It just seems like a waste. Why would you ever want someone who's only good at ranged combat when you could have someone who's good at both? Or like a xenotype that's like that. I have not been upgrading her sensitivity at all. What the hell? Oh my gosh, she's all the way up to 155% after that. That's so much higher. It's a drastic upgrade. Mary is working on loading up these pods. Let's give her a bit of help. Let's get a little bit of lag. You just did that. I'm not... Nah. You don't get to send 2 raids within that short of a time period. That's my limit. Speaking of raids, next time I'm going to use Eddie. Driving him into that kind of crowd might have actually been a better way to deal with them, especially with them spawning up at the top there. That probably would have been a really good plan. The only problem is getting there. He's so far away. I mean, I have him parked, obviously, right near the door, but maybe I should build a whole driveway up or something like that. Would that be worth it? Just get an asphalt driveway all the way over here so I can park the car over here. Nah, I don't think that would be worth it. Honestly, I could just leave it over here anyway. And just not use a driveway, but then I have to hope that trees don't get in the way. Decisions. How wide is the car? It's 2 by... Is that 4? So I'd basically have to make it 4 wide so that if at any point it needed to turn horizontally, it could. So if I wanted to do that, then I could do... Okay, it doesn't need to be that perfect. Let's see. Could be like that. That'd be a working one. There, let's forbid that though, because I don't actually want to build it yet. That's definitely something we do later. Looks like it's all loaded up. Since you guys are attacking anyway, fuck you. Get it launched directly into your city. How you feel about them apples? Barry's over here working on this. Do we really need to clean all the blood? I mean, really. Honestly, it might be worth it to get rid of the... Are there roofs in here? No. I'm just gonna make it rain so that the blood gets washed away, as well as the fire foam. Eventually. It takes a bit of time. But that way they don't waste all their time cleaning it. Because I think it is stupid that they would clean blood out of a fucking trap. It's a trap room. That's why I wish that I could set an area to don't clean, but still consider it part of the home area. You know, it's a home area, but it's not something that needs cleaned. That's ideal, but I don't know why it isn't an option. Okay. We can stop the rain now. Just like that, all the blood is gone. And the fire foam, the proof of my sins. Now, for recon armor, we've already got 3 done. 3 hours until Harry's done. Let's definitely save. Here's hoping we get something really good. Oh wait, is this removing a weakness? Never mind. Why am I like this? How dumb am I? The answer is extremely. Anyway, how good are we doing in this? We've got the 2 more regular recon armors, and then they're going to work on the 5 cataphract helmets. Let's honestly focus on the exoskeleton frames over those. Because the helmets, while they are nice, honestly, the exoskeleton frames are so much better. Okay, Harry! Welcome back to the world of the living. Just kidding, get back in the pod. This poor fucking sap has been, like, he is... I mean, Sari went through the same thing, but he is basically just fucking frozen like this for months at a time, suffering. At least they brought us some pumpkin spice coffee. Here, Sari, do you want... Oh, never mind, you're way down here. I don't want to make you waste your time coming all the way up. Sure is fun watching them rearm all these traps. At least it doesn't cost any resources to rearm them. Thing is, I have enough steel at this point. I could probably swap to using regular steel traps instead of bear traps. The bear traps are nice, though, because they always hit the legs, which actually knocks people down more than regular traps. So, I don't know. It's kind of nice having using these. Energy drinks. There we go. And now, frankly, anything flammable, let's just get rid of it. Mary. There should be... actually, maybe we let Barry do that. He did, for some reason, take a flame bow. I mean, I know it's because I unforbidded it, but I didn't think that we were allowing flame bows in here. I'm gonna go ahead and disable that. We don't need fucking flame bows. Lacks suitable weapon. First of all, he's not gonna be hunting anytime soon. Second of all, I disagree. I'd say that, I'd say you could go hunting with a fucking explosive. Actually, let's do it more in the middle. Fine, we will forbid all of these. The only things we'll allow are the things that I actually do want to keep, like a little bit of the smoke leaf, the silver, the plasteel. Actually, let's aim it there. And these are the only ones we'll have to actually, like, haul, I guess. Actually, no, we can just set fucking fires in here. Or are those considered home area? Yeah, they're considered home area. Just let that fire rage on. Okay, we'll bring over these corpses, and we'll let her bring this short bow over. Just kidding, put that right into the fucking fire. Oh, there's another bow there. We can go ahead and just forbid everything out here. Actually, I'd like the herbal meds. The herbal meds are nice. But yeah, this fire just cleans out all the things we don't care about. It also got rid of the fucking fire foam popper blueprints. Didn't know it'd do that. That's fucking annoying. Great. Just great. I'll let her sleep through the night before I have her going on that mission, because I'd rather not have her crash the helicopter because she's so tired. That seems like a bad idea. How's Harry doing? A day and 16 hours! Why do I only ever notice when it's a long time? Or when it's something I don't need to babysit. Still got a lot of steel, so don't have to worry about wasting too much of that. Do I just get upgraded beds so my people can sleep faster? I feel like it might be worth it. Fast sleeping would mean that they'd spend a lot less time, you know, not being able to do anything. Also, we still have a hoopstone ring. We need to upgrade our recreations, like now. So first things first, what type of play is this? Dexterity play. What is this? Dexterity. Get rid of it. What is this? Cerebral. What is this? Wait, this is also dexterity play. I think we don't need the foosball table. I think the billiards table is just better. So we get rid of the foosball table. Get rid of the game of We're going to replace it with something. We need a better cerebral, and that would be chess. Or actually rim cards, I believe, are even better. So we'll do rim cards table. It does need chairs, I believe, so. There's some cerebral play. What type is this? This is music, that's fine. We've got television and music, those are definitely fine as is. This could help with training melee ability, so we definitely want that. It's considered solitary relaxation. What is this? Social interaction. Yeah, we need a better one of those. Let's get a roulette table up in this bitch. And what is this? Oh, this is cerebral play. What is better between that and... Oh my gosh, it's definitely that. Okay, we'll get rid of that too then. Just gotta pick the best possible options for everything. That way we can min-max their recreation gains, so we can make sure that they only do things that are actually quick. And we can finally finish off all these waste packs. Now, what do these energy drinks do? Crash later. Ugh. I don't want to deal with them crashing later. Oh well. I forgot I put her in there. Oh, she's been sitting in the helicopter for hours, just like, can I please leave now? Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Why was that not considered in my home area? Fuck. That point defense turret was quite nice. I also think if I ever get a vault code again, I need to go to multiple so that I can get more of those point defense turrets. Because holy shit. Imagine a kill box just filled with those. They would just wipe the floor with most raids. Okay. So I actually have a plan here. A very interesting plan. I need her to chop a tree for this. And you're going to be like, what? Why do you need her to chop a tree? We're going to build a little bit of a... Little bit of something. What? How did she get... No. I don't know what the game thought having it do that, but that's a load of horseshit. Okay, so we have them all. They're all gonna line up over here now. We're gonna do this the moment he breaks it. Okay. Come on, break one of them. Instantly killed 5 of them. Would have killed more if they didn't split up for some dumbass reason. But, whatever. Easy. The plan almost went off without a hitch until I had to cheat twice. Well, I had to cheat once, rather, because the game decided to be stupid. And there we go! We repolluted them even more. They're at 6.7% in their home. Who cares? They're just... That's the worshipful village trying to raid me again. It's so dumb how they always do that as I'm flying away, but whatever. But yeah, I believe that... Yeah, that's 3 done. 2 more quests, and we have gotten all of the relics, which will give us the maximum possible mood bonus after doing a ritual. Speaking of which, I forgot about having us do that ritual when Harry got done with his thing. Whoops. We've got so much garbage in here, like this uranium slug rifle. I want to get rid of all of it, but we don't have a trader here to sell it to. Ugh. So much garbage, not enough traders to sell it to. Technically, I could put them in transport pods and give them as gifts. Then I could raise my relation with different people, like the Empire, who have really good things to trade if I'm friends with them, but I actually have to have knighthood with them now that I think about it, so maybe not the Empire. So yeah, let's load all the garbage I don't care about into these right now. All of it. Shells, sure, take them. I don't need them. Shield core I might actually use, and same with the things. But what else? I care about the books. Organs I care about. Ah, here we go. All these weapons I don't care about. Like, honestly, this halberd, I don't need it either. Get rid of all these weapons. I don't give a shit about any of them. Heavy revolver, more like sold. Keep the incendiary launcher. I do want that. Get rid of all this garbage. I don't think I need an LMG. Yeah, I don't need an LMG. So the Molotov, frags, all these clothing I'm not wearing anymore. Not the one I do wear. Eltex mask, who cares? Marine armor, I'm not wearing that anytime soon. Or at all. Centurion helmet, we're not wearing those. Marine helmet, definitely not. 1% shield belt, that's funny. I'll sell it, or I'll give it away, I don't care. Because we've got all the shield belts we could need. Keep the exoskeletons, keep the insanity lances, can be useful. Sell off this garbage. I don't think we need parkas. I think they'll be fine temperature-wise. We can sell off all that, all this clothing. I say sell, I'm giving it away. So this is a 258 thing. I mean, the whole thing can hold. Whatever. We're gonna waste some steel and I believe components because we're loading the transport pods that don't need loaded. But I don't care. We'll be inefficient. I just want to clear out all the garbage in here. There's so much garbage. Wild man. Squeamish, quick sleeper, menagerist. Yeah, no, we're good. You can stay out there. Wow, that fire sure is still spreading. It is not going away. Wow. You'd think it would have summoned a regular thunderstorm or rain of some sort to get rid of the massive fire, rather than a dry thunderstorm to spawn even more. But you know what? That's just how Randy likes to be, I suppose. Make things worse rather than make them better. 16 hours until Harry's done. Finally, it started raining, by the way. Oh, Jerry and Gary. Both of you get into bed. Gary was already on his way to bed, actually, so. We'll let Sari practice up her doctoring skills. Worst comes to worst, we have someone else do the doctoring afterwards. But she's... Oh, look at that. She can do 99% quality and 95% quality. She's fine. She's using regular medicine, so it helps. But, like, yeah, nah, she's just training up her medical. Wish that she didn't have that minus from having a critical, but, like, it's the only way I can make it work. Now, funny thing about her having this massively high psi focus, as well as the enchant quality thing, she can enchant anything that has a quality level. So, I'm actually going to have the recreation things get enchanted quality at some point. But I will wait to do that, because right now, she needs to worry about other shit, like mending armor. Speaking of which, maybe I should have backup recon armor ready. So that way, when there's break, they can replace it with another one. And we can have a room specifically dedicated to broken apparel that we need to repair. Oh my goodness. I think there's enough of them. Wait, why are you already injured? Okay, here's what's gonna happen. There are a lot of people. Who's the closest? Mary. You're gonna get in there as the driver. Sherry, you're gonna come over here with Sari. Barry, once you're done eating, I'm gonna have you help with this. Hope that doesn't cause any issues. How close is she to getting an Eddie? She's still got a ways to go. Come on. Wow, that's the 1,000th human lake we've killed. What? What'd she get trapped on? She keeps getting trapped on shit. Why is she going around that way? Eddie would love this if he were here to see this. Oh, did it finally... No, it still has some move speed, it says. Is it just stuck on something? Yeah, it was just stuck for a long-ass time. Stop going that way to get down there, my goodness. That person got ran the fuck over. Okay. How's things going on down here? They're only just now getting done going through the trap room. Oh no, no, okay, no, I'm not okay with that. I'm gonna give it a little bit of fuel. There. Having it run out of fuel right there was actually just so stupid. These imps are fleeing. That's nice. Let her take off her chest plate, I suppose. And of course, broke some of the doors because they insist on not leaving in a normal fashion. Which means I now have to station people over here instead. Oh, fuck off! Fine, I'll just walk them over here. Is he Manhunter? No, the Yak's just running in here for fun. There we go. Killed all of them. And I will not deal with this fire shit. I'll just allow everything, and this time I won't burn it all down because I just want to get them cleaned out of here as soon as possible. Although I guess I could just I do need to turn off the weather if I'm going to do that. Stop putting out the fires. What part of stop do you not understand? Oh, I meant to do this. I thought I had turned off firefighting on that. Whoops. My bad. Summon lightning and fireball. That... When was the last save? Before that raid happened. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. I'm going to spawn in a fuel that got wasted there. I can't spawn things, can I? Fuck. What's it called? I can't remember what the fuel is called. Was it just nano things? Nano. Yeah, I can't spawn in more. Well, then shit. Give me something good. Weapons expert or genius intellect. I want weapons expert. And he got blinded again. So I'm gonna forget by tomorrow. But if I remember, I'm gonna spawn in a thing. And it's the equivalent of me reloading a save. Except instead of reloading a save, I just, you know, spawn in the thing and redo it. Because that's stupid. I'm sorry, but it's just stupid. Fireball and summon lightning, both of those suck. Summon lightning, I mean, lightning does like no damage at all. And fireball, it's like, oh yeah, that's so good, being able to light things on fire. It's not like everything in this game that's lit on fire is then impossible to fucking deal with because your people get near it and they catch on fire and then they're running around and you can't control them anymore. No, it's not like that's a thing. I really wish that this game was a little bit more balanced when it comes to fire. Honestly, if the game didn't have fire whatsoever, that would almost make this better. Anyway, it's time we finally start building this. This fire is going to put itself out in a moment. Now these fire foam poppers, despite having a big range, I didn't realize how they only activate if there's fire. It's like right on top of them, so I'll move these to like, well, maybe more like here. Hey there, welcome to the chat. How long until this wheat is done? Some of it's at 42% or 40%. Jeez, why is it so far behind the rest? It's at 84. Is that from the blight? It's probably from the blight I had earlier. I'm doing good. What about yourself? Also, it's now raining. That'll put out this fire before it causes even more devastation than the last one. Man, it really did wipe out a large area. Speaking of wiping out a large area, I think it's finally time we get rid of this. It doesn't do anything. It's just some old ruins. So, of course, my power lines are here, so I have to do this by hand. There we go. Also, Barry has inspired taming. Is there any animal I really want to tame? Pretty good. Also, Duca, I'm telling you, I don't have a Frozone. I don't think I really want to tame anything, so that's a waste. Oh well. How long until this is repaired? Oh my goodness, it still has a lot to repair. The child has as many superpowers as she can get. And yeah, I play TFT on Mondays and Tuesdays. But yeah, she's got the super strength, laser eyes, assassin, bulletproof skin, and super regeneration. That's all she's ever going to have. She still is easily enraged and paranoid, and I'm never getting rid of those. So, Hope she has fun with that. I am not renowned for my Bloons gameplay. I played it on like 1 stream or 2 streams. I do not. However, I do sort of just play whatever. Like eventually I do tend to change up what game I'm playing, so at some point I am planning on taking Rimworld out of my schedule, so maybe I'll swap in an FPS or something like Elden Ring. I do already have Elden Ring, so I could do that. Although admittedly, I never completed the game. I played for a while, and then I was just like, yeah, I'll play this some more sometime, and I put it down and never played it again. Not out of a dislike for it, I just have so many different games to play that I just sort of was like, oh yeah, I'll pick this up later, and then forgot. I don't have Hollow Knight. That would be a new one that I could play. Okay, I think it's time Sari starts using her superpowers a bit more. Oh. Good. That's only the 6th raid today. Oh no, don't worry about it, Duka. And Brawlhalla, I've never played Brawlhalla. I don't know what it's like. Okay, we need to put you guys over here. I mean, I've never played it. Like I said, I don't know what it's like. Jerry and Gary are being treated. Mary. Oh, it's out of fuel. Shit. Okay, well, I can't hit them with a car, I guess. What are you I played Bloons when you basically demanded it, Duka. I don't want to hear that. And I can't make Frozone. It's not a thing. Like, I cannot do that. It is not something I can physically force. I'm not cosplaying as Super Monkey either. That's just too much to ask. You can't order me to cosplay it and say he never does anything. He never listens. I am not cosplaying Super Monkey. Oh, I just realized this door hasn't been repaired yet. Shit. Well, that's really not good. Well, we're gonna have to deal with that. Hopefully these Neanderthals get a little screwed over by the couple traps I got reset, and none of them got down. Great, thank you. I was afraid that I'd actually have a little bit of fun in this raid. Well, holy shit, she is really good at combat, though. Whoa, whoa, whoa! They are stacked up way more than they are supposed to be. Hold on a moment. That's a bit more than was supposed to happen. Oh, that was a bit of a... That was a bit of a kill. Oh, a lot of people just died, Duka. With a single laser blast, Sari just killed like 10 people. Also, thanks, Florence, but I'm good. I have someone who does my art for me. But thanks for the offer. Oh, man, that was a lot of kills I just racked up. You, get over here. Okay, fine. You know what? You want to run away? Fine. I don't know where they're running to. It's kind of concerning. Seriously, where are they running? Is there a specific thing they're going towards? Might have to reload a save. I think I'm gonna have to reload a save. I wanted to take these on, but Sherry, for some reason, was just a mile away, and even when I told her, get over here, she's still off in who knows where, just sitting there like, look up at the pretty sky, as her daughter is being attacked. Laser eyes can only do so much. If only I had more than one person with laser eyes. Yeah, my goodness, the Ares are just... They're something, aren't they? They never, ever can actually be good. I am making more Duca. Harry is currently in here for a day and 8 hours, removing a weakness currently because he's currently blind. So we're removing that weakness, but he already got martial artist, so he never misses his melee attacks, and he cannot be hit by melee attacks, which is really strong. And weapons expert, so he attacks twice as often. You can, but there's 2 caveats. One, both adding superpowers and removing weaknesses costs fuel, and his fuel is really rare, and so you'd be wasting the same amount of fuel it takes to add a superpower is how much it costs to remove a weakness. Second of all, the chances of failing are really, really, really high when removing weaknesses. However, Harry actually has one more power I didn't show off. The first one he got, Promising Candidate. He can never have failures happen. That means adding superpowers or removing weaknesses will always work. So, for Harry, he's going to have 0 weaknesses. Because I can remove them and there's no chance of him dying. Also, I'm just gonna add more Duca. I don't want him to be blind because you're right. He will never miss, even though he's blind. However, he's also our doctor, and I'd rather our doctor be able to see. I mean, do you really want to go to a blind surgeon? Be honest with me now. I don't think you do. If given the option between a blind surgeon and a surgeon that can see, I'm picking the one that can see. That's just me, though. You're right, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's also pretty fucking bad. He's also our cook, Duca. He's our cook and our surgeon, our head surgeon. Do you want your cook to be blind as well? Like, it feels like, I think this is salt, and it's fucking asbestos. He's just poured asbestos in. Yes, you're right, they can. Doesn't mean they should. Okay, just cause they can doesn't mean it's good. Anyway, once this blindness is removed... You're right, there are worse. But once he stops being blind, we've got enough fuel to give him one more power, and then remove the weakness from that power. He still could get another power and another weakness after that if I found more fuel, but I don't have more fuel. Technically, we only have enough fuel to give him one more power. We don't have enough to remove the weakness. However, I'm going to cheat in one more fuel simply because I wasted a fuel earlier because my save didn't work properly. So I lost a fuel with literally 0 gain. So I'm not counting that. We've got a lot of bear traps down there to arm. Anyway, Sari, what are you doing? Oh, arming the bear traps. Well, tell you what, you don't need to do that. I mean, I know very little about Stalker other than I believe it's a Ukrainian-based group that made the game, and that's all I know. And I only know about that because I remember memes when the Ukraine-Russian war first started, that people were making about Stalker not being able to get a sequel because of the war. Which I think is terrible taste. Like, how bad taste do your jokes have to be that you're going to sit here and be like, yeah, let's make jokes about these people dying and therefore never being able to make the media I want to consume again. Like, that's like finding out I might die and being sad that I won't stream anymore instead of being sad that I'm gonna die. I think it's a good joke, Duca. I'm not saying that that isn't a good joke. I'm saying anyone who genuinely believes that is fucked up. Like, it's one thing to joke about it. It's another thing if you say that because you're actually being serious. If you're actually being serious, what the fuck? Like, dude, what the hell? Oh, she's still hauling things. I didn't realize that, or I wouldn't have told her to stop. No, like I said, if people I thought they were serious is when I'd be like, I don't know about that. But making jokes, I don't. I'm a firm believer that you should be able to make a joke about nearly anything, not literally anything. There are some things you can't joke about, but you should be able to make a joke about nearly anything. It's when you're serious that there's issues. But, like, I think comedy is meant to make bad situations not as bad. Like, a good example, actually. We're tying it back to the beginning of the stream. You remember at the beginning when I said about my great-grandmother, my dad's grandma, dying. And I was alive for that, and so I was actually around and I knew her. And she was around 100 years old. Well, funny story about that. Me, my dad, and my mom visited her when she was on her deathbed. Like, everyone knew she was dying. She was definitely gonna die. When you're 100 years old and what happened with her happens to you, you're gonna die. She fell and she got like a really bad concussion. She had like a black mark on the side of her head from internal bleeding. It was bad. She was gonna die. She was effectively comatose. She wasn't literally comatose. It's just she was sleeping for like 18 or 20 hours a day and then would only wake up for a couple hours to like eat and drink. Even if you tried to wake her up, she just wouldn't wake up. And then sometimes she would just come up long enough that that's when they would feed her and give her water and talk to her, and then she'd go back to bed. Anyway, I'm going off topic. Point is, she was not well off. So me and my family visited her when she was on her deathbed, and she was asleep because, like I said, most of the time she was asleep. It wasn't medically induced. She was not in a hospital because they tried to take her to the hospital, and first of all, she said no because she didn't want to go, and second of all, they talked to a doctor, and the doctor's like, look, I'll be honest, there's nothing we can do. She's too old. You should probably just let her rest at home instead of having her waste away her last couple days in a place she isn't used to. Let her enjoy her last couple days by just being with family in their home. So we decided it was best to just let her die at home. Anyway, but she was asleep when we went to visit. And we were all around the bed, just standing there, just, talking to her, not really with her because she's asleep, and like I said, you can't wake her up when she was asleep at that point in time. But she was there, and we were talking to her as if she could hear us, because that's what you do when someone's semi-comatose. Let me just... Can I not... How do I... Yeah, that worked. Anyway. But we were all standing there, and we were talking to her, and like, I remember when you would pick me up from school, and yada da 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 da, and talking like that. And at one point, my dad was saying a story, like, it's like, I remember back when we were in, I think it was Vienna, is what he was talking about, because my dad moved around a lot as a kid. Anyway, he was like, yeah, I remember back when we were in Vienna, and I remember I went to school the one day, and it was when I was there that I'd gotten some money because I helped my friend and he paid me back for it or something like that. And I don't remember, but I remember he gave me some money, and when I got out, you picked me up, and I asked if we could go to the comic store so I could buy something with it. And so you took me there, and I still remember to this day going to the comic store with you and getting a new D&D module called Death's Ride. And then he like realized what he just said. It's like you're talking to a woman on her deathbed and you're like, yeah, I got death's ride. So we all realized it at the same time. We sort of looked at each other and then we just started laughing. It's like, it was just the absurdity of the moment. You're talking to a dying woman about the time that you got Death's Ride D&D module. And so we all just sort of laughed at it. And it's like, yeah, that's what I mean when I say you should be able to joke about almost anything. That was my great-grandma dying, and we were able to laugh and joke despite the situation, because we weren't laughing at the fact she was dying. We weren't laughing at my dad because he made a stupid mistake that we think, like, oh, you were so insensitive, laugh at him for being cruel. We were laughing because he accidentally said something rude, not realizing it. Said something insensitive, not realizing it. He didn't mean it that way, so we all just laughed at the absurdity of the situation, and it helped make it a lot less taxing emotionally. It made this moment that was just really sad into something we were all laughing at. Exactly. So that's why I think there's very few things you shouldn't be allowed to joke about, because I think comedy can always be used to make a situation better. Not to say that everything can be made fun of to make a situation better, but that no matter the situation, a joke could improve it, depending on the joke. So I think that very few things should be off limits for jokes. Some things, yeah. Like, obviously, if you're going to make a joke that's in complete and total poor taste, like if my dad just said, something like, I'm glad you're dying, you were always annoying. Yeah, that's not funny. Even if he said it as a joke, he's like, I didn't really mean it, that wouldn't be funny. You don't joke about being glad someone's dying on their deathbed. That's something you don't joke about. But in most situations, there's things you joke about. There are things you can make comedy about, and I think it's fine. So, yeah, no, I wasn't saying you can't make the jokes about the Stalker devs not making anymore. I was just saying, there's a difference between joking and actually meaning it. Well, yeah, because humor is comedy is a type of art, and art is subjective by definition. You can't have objectively beautiful or objectively ugly things, because if you could, then it wouldn't really be beautiful. Beauty would be a trait that can be measured, and if it's a trait that can be measured, then there would be a number one best art that exists. There would be like something that once made, nothing can be made that's more beautiful because, it hits the top of the scale. It's the measurably most beautiful thing, and therefore, why make any art anymore if nothing will ever be as beautiful as that? We already maxed it out. But that's not how it is, because art can't be defined, because by its very nature, if it could, then it wouldn't exist. So, since comedy is a form of art, yeah, you can't define what's funny, just like how you can't define what's beautiful. You can't define what music sounds good. You can define what tends to sound good, or what tends to be beautiful, or tends to be funny, what most people consider funny. But some people might find things funny that no one else finds funny, or might find beautiful that no one else finds beautiful. I'm not dealing with it. This is the 8th raid. That is the 8th raid today. I'm just cheating that one out. I don't fucking care. You're right, because I'm not exaggerating, by the way. Let me look at today's messages. Here's the raid that just happened. Here's a raid. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, that's not a raid. Sorry. 6, 7. Sorry, it was the 7th one today, not the 8th. Sorry. Kinda hard to count once you get past 3. Because they're... Oh my gosh. And that's not including the fact that I had to reload a save to get rid of that last one. So technically that is 8. Oh, it's not a fair amount, Duca. You need to understand. In-game, for most characters that you can pick as the storyteller, so like you can pick different characters. Have you ever heard me complaining about Randy? He's one of the storytellers. He's the one I picked. He's Randy Random. He's complete and total RNG. I pick him because I feel like it's the most fair, but in all actuality, he's the least fair. He's the most annoying. I just pick him because when he pisses me off, it makes for good content. But the truth is, Randy is the only one that doesn't follow a pattern with his raids. The other two follow a pattern. No, that's his actual name. If I go to review scenario, no, not review scenario, options, gameplay, storyteller settings. Here he is. This is Randy Random. That's what he looks like. He has a face to his name. The rest of these are modded. I'm not counting them. Just these top three. Cassandra Classic, Chibi Chillax, and Randy Random. Cassandra Classic will send raids certain amount of time. Phoebe will send raids a certain amount of time. And Randy Random will send them a certain amount of times. Yeah, Phoebe Chillax. Sorry, not Chili Chillax. I don't know what I called her earlier. Point is, they all have like a limit, except Randy. Randy's whole thing is that he does it randomly. But both of the other two have a maximum amount of raids that can happen in a certain amount of in-game time. And I believe it's about like every 3 days you can get one bad raid. Or thereabouts. 3 in-game days. An in-game day, like, it's... Here, I can actually check how many in-game days it's been since the start of stream. I believe it was literally, yeah, so the 8th of April to the 8th of Jugust, which is 15 days. It has been 15 days and I have had 7 raids. That is an average of a raid every 2 days. Which doesn't sound like much. I'll go over that in a second, Duke. It doesn't sound like much, but that means I am literally getting raided so much more often. Whereas in a normal situation, you'd have 3 days to wait. I'm waiting 2 days. Which doesn't sound like much, but like I said, that shit adds up. Jugust is because the time in Rimworld is sped up. A year is only 60 days. Each season is 15 days. And there are no months. They're just the seasons. So each season, they combined the names of all the months that normally make up the season. So Jugust is summer because it's July and August, which are both summer seasons. That makes summer. There's also what's it called? September. September and October combined together is fall. Then there's December, January. That's winter. And then there's April and May. That was the weakest named one, which is spring. They just did it that way because instead of coming up with their own names, they figured that'd be a cool way of doing it. I think it's fine, whatever. I think it would have been better if they came up with their own names, but yeah. Basically, 15 days in a season, the 8th of one season to the 8th of the next season has been a 2-hour stream. So it's about one season an hour. Or no, in 2 hours. So it's about half a season an hour. And I'm averaging at about fucking 3 raids in a season. Therefore. Or in a half a season. I can't fucking talk. 3 raids in half a season. No! That's 3 raids every 2 weeks. We're dealing with more than 1 raid a week. Oh no, there's been a lot of snow and rain. Snow isn't actually that common because I picked my base in kind of like close to the equator. As you can see here, it's very close to the equator. So because of that, it actually, like, even in the wintertime, it's pretty warm here. But like if I picked a higher up base, there would have been a lot more snow. But snow doesn't really happen in this part of the map. But anyway, speaking of it having been 2 hours, I will end it there for 2 reasons. 1, this is my normal ending point. And 2, I kind of want to play the new TFT set. So I'm going to end it there. And I will be back tomorrow with more Rimworld. Yeah, time's flying by, Duca. It really is. It's actually 10 minutes past. But yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow with more Rimworld. Until then, have a good one. I recommend it, Duca. I played 1 singular game and it was already pretty cool. Just know this, Duca. Pro tip. I'm not going to tell you why. So you have to learn why. But try to have at least one, well, not at least, try to have one unit that you want to have be your carry throughout the entire game. It doesn't have to be an attack carry. It could be a tank carry. They don't need to be doing damage. They need to carry in some way, whether it be the ultimate tank, the ultimate damage, whatever. Have one character who you think can be really good at one specific niche ready by the end game. Because there's a certain little upgrade you can give them. And you can't change it later. And you can only give it to a character you already own. You can't give it to one you don't have yet. So, make sure you get whoever you're planning on using as a carry. Whether it be, like I said, a tank carry or whatever. You'll find out more. It's sort of like a masterwork, except it affects... It gives them an ability. That ability could be something like they gain 1,000 health or something like that. Or, you know, whatever. Point is, you give an upgrade to the character itself, not to their items. So, make sure you have a character chosen for that. It's not until later in the game. Like, not like ultra late game, but like right around the point in time where people are just about to start getting knocked out of the game. Not Laser Eyes, I wish. But anyway, until then, have a good one. Tell me what you think about it. Have a good one. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye-bye.